team that will start the 2015 Leinster Hurling final. Owen Murphy has proven himself already to be a top-class goalkeeper, with his CV enhanced after every match with a few outstanding saves. It's been some week for fullback Joey Holden. On Thursday he celebrated his 25th birthday, and today captains Kilkenny, as well as having to mark Joe Canning. Who will ever forget his performance in last year's All-Ireland final replay against Tipperary? Once again at number 6, it's Kieran Joyce. The big news is here at midfield. Michael Fennelly is out with a viral infection, so Walter Walsh moves to midfield to partner Conor Fogarty. Subsequently, John Power is back in the starting 15 and will play at right half forward beside Richie Hogan and TJ Reid. Ger Aylward, man of the match and scorer 3-5 against the Slaney-siders, is top of the right, while Colin Fennelly has recovered from injury and is back at full forward. Kinvara's Colm Callanan has blossomed between the posts for Galway this summer with some impressive performances, including one brilliant penalty save. Uniquely, the Galway full backline all scored against Laois in the semi-final, with cornerback Johnny Cohen's goal from way out the field a real game changer. Winning Leinster captain 2012 Fergal Moore replaces the injured 2015 captain David Collins at number 5, which gives you an indication of the depth of talent in this Galway squad. Portumna's Andy Smith and Gort's Aidan Hart are once again Galway manager Anthony Cunningham's first choice centre field combination. Cyril Donlan will wear 11, and he has added enormously crucial ingredients like strength, physique and skill to the tribesmen half-forward line options. With Jason Flynn held in reserve due to a finger injury, Mullya's Davy Glennon gets a deserved chance to start and join two men, Joe Canning and Cathal Mannion, that have scored 6 goals and 31 points between them in just 3 games. The game will start in about 9 minutes' time. James McGrath's the referee. Dara, it's his second Leinster final. We look forward to it.
We certainly do. OK, Marty, thanks very much indeed. Michael, how do you see this today?
Well, look, it's hard to look past Kilkenny. They were hugely impressive the last day against Wexford. But, you know, Galway will be giving themselves, I think, a good chance. They've had 2 good games against Dublin. Very good performance against Laois the last day as well. And I thought their forwards in particular are playing very, very well. Joe Canning, Cathal Mannion, Jason Flynn is out today. And Michael Fennelly out now for Kilkenny. He's a significant loss, I think, before the game starts. But to me, it might hinge around both full-backs today. Joey Holden, very good for Ballyhale Shamrocks, but really unproven at this level. Marking one of the best in the game in Joe Canning today. And John Hanbury and Pádraig Mannion, inexperienced players. Mannion has been very good, but Hanbury hasn't really been tested. I think Laois played with a sweeper, Dublin a bit as well, bringing forwards out. So in a more traditional game today, I think a lot will depend on how both full-backs cope. So John Hanbury's inexperienced there, and Joey Holden's. Whoever does better there, I think, will have a big bearing on the game.
Liam, let's pick up on that point Michael made about the Galway full forward line. You've been impressed with them.
Yeah, I have, and I think it's not just their scoring prowess. I think, you know, it's their work rate, and you can see here normally, like sometimes Galway forwards, they leave the ball out too soft, but here you can see serious pressure put under Paul Schutte there, and he just wasn't let out. And Cathal Mannion, who's held in reserve today, struck a great point. And sometimes scores are bigger than the actual score because of the way they came about, and it just deflates the opposition. Now, here you have Irlatanian allowed to get a bit of time. I think he'll be very anxious here. If Galway, they'll be key to try and get Joe Canning on the edge of the square on his own today. I think they'll try and isolate him with Joey Holden, because he has the ability to outfield people. He done it to Michael Carton there and stuck the ball in the back of the net. And you know, this inside forward line have showed in the 3 matches to date, if they get a good supply of ball, they're very, very dangerous. And I think with any team, you want them playing at the top of their game, full of brimming with confidence. And this is an example of it here. Pádraig Brehony's ball across. Watch Cathal Mannion's touch here. I mean, here's a guy that's operating completely in the top of his game, and I think having a forward with that confidence. And again, you know, Anthony Cunningham spoke during the week about, you know, I'm sure it must have been a big call to leave someone like Jason Flynn off, but Davy Glennon came on, scored 1-2 against Laois, and seemingly is flying in training. Now, the one thing Davy Glennon has is he has serious pace, so I'm sure he'll be in there on Jackie Tyrrell, and he'll be told to move around, try and create that space where you have Joe Canning versus Joe Holden. I mean, Galway have shown over the last number of years they have the ability to get goals. They've got 8 in the last 2 games. They'll need goals to win today.
Tomas, some great attackers on both teams. To focus on the Galway defence, how are they going to cope with Kilkenny's threats?
Well, I think that's probably the most crucial part of today, right, is because we've seen what Kilkenny forwards have done against Wexford, right, and I think it's important. Number 6 to me is key today, Irlatanian, right? Sometimes he's that little bit of distance off his man, he's gone chasing the ball without knowing where the centre forward is, and sometimes they get penalised fairly, very heavily by going out and not know where his man is. And again, look, we were spotted here, there's 3 Galway guys after the one man. You have a guy inside taking a hand pass, and it comes back out again to his man, and he seems in no man's land in that period against Dublin in this year's championship. On the other side of it, He's been very, very good when he's in winning ball off the ear. Comes out, and I think he's improved his game no end this way. The delivery out of defence, and I think that is crucial. Liam mentioned about the Galway forwards getting on possession. Here, this is a fantastic ball down the wing, and I think that's where the secret is going to be today, Dara, is getting the ball into the wide positions, getting your one-on-one and that like that, because that's what the Galway for forward line. Big question mark for me is Tanyan, if he's on Richie Hogan, he's got to stay very, very tight to him. I think he's probably going to go to Dahi Burke will pick up Richie Hogan at centre forward. I think Tanyan will probably go on wall to watch, and that half back line is crucial for Galway if they're going to win that match.
Give me a name. Who's going to win?
Kilkenny.
Michael?
I think Kilkenny.
Liam?
Kilkenny.
Very good. Okay, they're unanimous. We'll see how things go. Let's join our commentary team of Donal O'Grady, and first, Marty Morrissey.
Thank you very much, Dara. Well, we've already had one draw in Killarney, and recent history would suggest that this Leinster final could probably go to a replay as well. This is going to be close.